stream is going to look worse than normal, but because I'm having some connectivity issues, I kind of want to lighten the load a little bit. If it looks too bad, let me know, and I lowered it by more than I probably needed to. I lowered it by 1,000, but if it looks too shitty, we'll up it a bit. This is not a bad team. It's not perfect, and it's kind of lacking in like the death manipulation taunt side of things. So that's like its biggest weakness, but it's definitely better than a lot of chat versus FGO teams that we've seen. So, all right, chat, you've made your picks. You picked your poison. How are we gonna do? I think this can work. I think some of it's gonna come down to just the RNG of it all. There's gonna be more RNG here than one might like, because you don't have a lot of taunts and stuff. The music knows indeed. Fucking love this song, dude. Alright, boys, what are you clicking? Alright, I certainly agree with doing that. I'm gonna reset it because it's gonna be kind of split. So, dude, I am so sure Chad is not gonna play this the way I would, but I'll get into that later. Yep, Carp would have been amazing this turn, because yeah, you got like the perfect hand for it. There is one person, there's two people actually, I can see it going the way that I would want to do it. But the majority of chat wants the taunt right off the bat. But yeah, I would have done Joan of Arc's stun there first and seen if it landed or not. But it's kind of too late for that now. Yeah, I don't think he is a servant, but I would have checked, right? Like, I would have, because if you could stun, that would have been really helpful. But yeah, if he's not a servant, it wouldn't matter. But like, if I was playing, I wouldn't know if he's a servant or not, and I would have checked. And like, okay, no, he's human, and then you just move on, and then you taunt, right? It's not like you don't commit to anything. So, but yeah, I'm guessing enough people in chat just knew that he was human. I've actually known that he's human before. I just don't remember. Alright, then they want this one, and then I'm guessing Shiba's. Yeah, you fight a lot of people that when they're like alive. I think red hair might be a servant too, I don't remember. Yeah, I'm pretty sure red hair is a servant, but he's kind of a medium boss fight anyway. How's the stream look, guys, since we lowered the bitrate? Is it passable for now? I just fucked up the votes. Okay, it's up now. Okay. I don't really like this play, but I am confused as to why chat did that, because you already had taunt, and he's going to NP next turn, and now you're not going to know who he hit. Like, she might have died this turn, but like, it doesn't, like, you don't really gain it. Well, there is some logic there, because although you're not going to have taunt next turn, you know, maybe she's alive now and it just lowers the targets. I still wouldn't have done it because she might not have. I mean, it's pretty likely that she would have died there. It's true. It's hard to say. But that's a good point. That because she did have taunt, she kind of needed the invulnerability. So. Nope, Aries right. Nope, Aries is right. That's I forgot about that. I didn't realize that it was a 3-turn taunt. So no, Aries right. So this way you'll survive the normal card damage, and now she'll just get blasted by the NP, and that's what she's there for anyway. So no, Aries right. That is the right play. Aries smart. That fucking emote is amazing. Oh my god. Fucking Roof 5 head. That's so good. I like Castle Crasher stuff there. In my defense though, I'm only vaguely paying attention to the gameplay. I'm mostly paying attention to the votes because that's my job. I like how someone's furiously clicking on Shiba's ears there. Very, very nice. Alright, boom, boom. Shame that it took you all this long to get Shiba's NP, just kind of the way it worked out there. She could have had it last turn. You could have gotten like an art chain in turn 1. That would have been, like, oh wait, didn't you get an art chain in turn 1? I guess you just didn't have enough gain. Alright, what are we getting here? I forgot to reset the votes. Let me do that now. Well, Holy, you may be correct that a lot of people in chat may not, well, that probably wasn't intended, but Airy knew. Like, Airy definitely knew. So there some people realized that. I would definitely wager most of chat did not realize that the other taunt was 3 turn and that kind of shit. So, but yeah, no, Airy knew what was up. But like I said, in my defense, when I'm not playing, I'm not paying as much attention, so I'm not the most credible source of information, to be honest. Alright, this is really split, but looking like at least that. I'm assuming chat's gonna want her 3rd skill as well, but we'll see. Okay. Now what are we doing, chat? That's reasonable. I was actually kind of expecting some shenanigans with that at some point. Alright, re-saying it again. You still don't have your Mystic Code yet. That's unfortunate. Some people want the 2nd skill already, and some do not. Alright, overall that attack wheel definitely won that quite a bit. What are we doing normal card-wise here? Chat, please don't disappoint me. Alright, we're doing Mash, Buster, hit him in the lip here. Okay, and easily, overwhelmingly voting for Shiba's NP there. Alright, what's for the final card, chat? Oh boy. This is gonna be split, isn't it? So, I'm not familiar with Bones Shiba, so I don't know if she's gonna do enough damage or not. I definitely would have gone though with Joan of Arc, just because getting her NP is awesome here. And Bones Shiba is pretty damn thick, so I'm thinking she's gonna break here, but we'll see. Nope. Didn't. Well, ultimately, it still would have been better to have done Joan of Arc's art card anyway, then, because didn't break either way. I know Shiba doesn't have amazing MP damage. I've been aware of that for a while, but that was a hard one to call on, like, because she is so upgraded. But ultimately, they didn't break either way, so it probably would have been better to have gotten Joan of Arc's MP there. But I mean, that's a very debatable turn, just because, you know, the damage range really was wonky, right? Ultimately, if you wanted to break there, you would have had to have used Shiba's 2nd skill. I think that would have done it. Let me reset the clicks. They're kind of messed up. It is true though. Now you get overkill, and overkill can be, you know, hella nice. So okay, they're wanting his 2nd skill. I'm gonna reset it, see if they want the 3rd skill or not. I'm assuming they do. Yeah, it's funny. I thought someone was like trolling earlier when they were like, why would you upgrade his 3rd skill? But honestly, I bet you a lot of people don't. No hate for Avisi Braun. I fucking love Avisi Braun, but I don't think he's that popular ultimately. He's one of my favorites, but because of that, I suspect a lot of people just don't really know his kit too well. I think if people kind of just look at it vaguely, they probably think, oh, I see, damage up gets NP right away. So you want like quick, you know, AoE damage, right? So, but you know, 3rd skill good. I'm guessing then they're gonna click Shiba here. Yeah, Mozart could be potentially good because he could show up and she might just happen to have, you know, art cards and just boom, you get art up, you get guaranteed crit, and you just blast somebody. Hell, you could have done Mozart with Kayneth CE, and instead of a VC Braun, right? And then you'd be ready to go boom right now, right? Because he wouldn't have died yet, and then you would have your crits and RF and all that nonsense. Woo, boy. Well, feels bad for a VC Braun. That really sucks because he doesn't get to NP now. You know, like, at least getting his NP off before death would have been really nice. The good news is you do get Clown Boy to make sure Joan of Arc's invulnerability doesn't get, you know, pierce invulnerability, so that's good. That was very unlucky, though. That really sucked for chat. I feel for you. Alright, what else are they gonna want from Clown Boy? I'm assuming they're definitely gonna want the third skill, I think. I'd be surprised if they didn't. I think that's third skill, I'll just go with it. Alright, what next, chat? Yes, Meth does have a cool hat, chat. Very fancy. Now this is debatable right here because you kind of want him to get through his NP so you can block it and use Joan of Arc's. That was super debatable right there. I guess now maybe you could use Joan of Arc's NP and then get it back, but that'd still be super risky. Yeah, if it was me, I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have done that because I don't want Joan of Arc dying before she can NP for his NP, and that might happen now. Or if you just let him get his NP, then it resets his whole bar, right? And then if Clown happens to be alive by that point, then you drain, right? That's definitely how I would have played that one. Shiba's ears again, very nice. Outrage doesn't do what, this just doesn't do what Poster Girl does at all, not in the slightest. Alright, what are we picking here? Okay, I guess this. I'm gonna have to reset the votes on this one because I don't think the second place one is necessarily what they're gonna want in second place, so. Okay. And then probably this, okay. I probably should have reset that one, but I don't want this to take 30 hours, so. Oof. Now, this is interesting because you basically, no one lost the invulnerability from what's his name? VC Braun, excuse me, I'm tired. So I guess you just, I must, well, no, I'm not on a backseat. We'll see if chat wants to, you know, do anything or not here. Alright, they want Mystico, that's reasonable. I will say, because I think it's obvious it's like, you know, up to if you want to save Clown or not, right? But you do have Atlas, and you could get his third skill back really fast, but he could also still die before that, so. I think they're wanting to skill seal, or remove the skill seal on Shiba. Let me reset it to be sure, though. Yep, okay. Which, assuredly, that means they're going to want her second skill. What a shame she doesn't have her NP right now. Oh my god, what a fucking shame she doesn't have her NP right now. Yeah, this is why they like to drain on Clown I wouldn't necessarily have done, because like the sooner he NPs, the more likely you are to either have invulnerability from a VC Braun, and if you somehow lost it, then you can go ahead and cast, you know, Joan of Arc's thing. But if Joan of Arc died, and like I think he got his NP faster though, but like, if he didn't, and you had to, you know, wait a few turns, if she happened to like get Buster Crit or something, although I guess, no, it doesn't really matter. I don't think it even, I still wouldn't have done it, but it doesn't really matter because she wasn't going to get Buster Crit because she still had the invulnerability, right? So it doesn't matter. But I still would have preferred it for the next NP. I would have waited for the NP. And if Clown Boy dies before that, you know, whatever. But and so if you don't get the drain, but I do like the drain more in the second NP than, I guess it'd be the third NP, but I don't know, it doesn't really matter, and it ended up not mattering here because of the way, you know, his gimmicks are, but command spells. No, you're not getting a command spell. All right, what do we? Okay, I guess for vulnerability. I guess we're saving the clown. I was really unsure if chat wanted to do that or not, but we'll see here. See, what I would have done is I would have not drained with clown, and I would have actually NP'd with Joan of Arc here, even though it would only hit one person. But the reason you do it is because of the heal Joan of Arc herself. And then I try to get Joan of Arc's NP again, and then use the drain on the next NP, so you have more time to get Joan of Arc's NP if you need to. But if you happen to get Joan of Arc's NP really, really fast, then you just don't drain, right? But still, it doesn't. It's a pretty wonky thing, and I don't think it matters too much one way or the other. Yeah, you could get insta-death, but nothing you can do about that. He doesn't have the buff, though. He doesn't have the insta-death buff, so... Okay, what are we picking here? I guess boom, and then we'll reset for the second one. I'm wondering if they're going to want Clown's NP. You can get it, but you could also Brave Chain. Okay, looking like they want the Brave Chain. I killed the music. Excuse me. Alright. Yeah, saving the clown. If I was gonna save the clown, I would have done it with Joan of Arc's NP, not the Mystic Code. Can you imagine if you had gotten insta-killed there? Like, you all would be in so bad a shape if she had gotten insta-killed there. Thankfully, though, he doesn't have his insta-kill buff, so... Saving the clown might work out, though. It might. If you're able to use Atlas on him and you are able to buff block again, that's pretty fucking big. But, you know, he may not survive 2 more turns. That's what you need, so... Oh god, what is chat doing right now? Okay, everyone, it's really split between Atlas and Attack Wheel, but Atlas is winning, but we'll keep resetting it, so. Okay, I guess they're winning Shiba's 3rd skill. That makes, if you're gonna do that, that makes me feel like you absolutely should not have saved the clown. The only world where I feel like saving the clown is worth it is if you use his 3rd skill again. And at that point, it probably would have been worth it, but now I don't think he's gonna live, so. Okay, they obviously want both. Fair enough. I'm gonna go and open up the attack wheel, but if they don't want it, you can click the back button. Boy, this is kind of all over the place. Alright. I'll have to let it reset a few times to kind of let the votes go for the second card here. Some people, I think, want to do Joan of Arc's and then do her art card, but then I think some people don't. That's what's winning right now. I'm going to let it update like 3 more times to give it enough time. Okay, that does seem to be the route we're going. Okay, and then I'll reset here. And imagine if you still had Clown's Drain, so you could really shore up getting her NP again. That'd have been swell. Well, I hope you crit, chat. That'll really help your game. Will we crit? When has 70% ever failed, alright? Okay, well, that's a good start. This is where Prismilia would be nice, though. Oh, there's the Piercing vulnerability. That was unfortunate. You still got the heal, though. Alright, votes up. See, now, imagine if you all had still, if you did not use the Clown's Drain, you could use it now, and you'd be looking pretty good on getting Joan of Arc's NP back in time, but now you're really pushing it. Okay, attack wheel, music knows. I demand my points back, I'm guessing we're gonna art chain here. It's pretty obvious. It's honestly so obvious I barely have to wait for chat to put the votes out, but I will. There we go. So tell me, chat, how often do you accidentally go to full screen mode when trying to do this? Chat, I'm telling you, if you'd say... saving the clown's drain really could have turned this shit around, right? Like, you really... That one turn really could have been what you needed to get our NP. Though it looks like this time it wouldn't have mattered because, you don't have a very good hand for it here. Okay, I mean, these obviously don't work, but we'll cast them. No luck there. That would have been big though. If you could stun here and then you had the drain, you could buy yourself 2 turns. That'd be wild. Well, maybe he'll NP the clown. You're not out of this yet, but this is bad. This is bad. You could potentially get you could lose so much value this turn. I want to say the clown's OC is curse damage. Well, he's winning. He has defense down as well. He does defense down and curse. I don't remember which one's the overcharge though, but he does do defense down, so it's totally fine to use it here. I think it'd actually be a mistake not to, just because defense down does add up. I'll just update one more time. It's pretty split. Okay, gonna update it again. What I would have done is, well, I'll wait until the selection's already done. Okay, they want the myth card? I guess for the stars. I'll update one more time. Yep, okay. I would have done art, clown, NP, clown, art, Shiba, just to maximize her NP gain. Yeah, I know, we just... honestly, clown's NP damage wasn't too bad there for being AoE, but I think most people think he's going to die this turn, which is certainly possible. So, the dream is he NPs the clown, and then punches Joan of Arc. Wow! Chat, you are so lucky! Oh my god, you're so lucky, chat. Jesus Christ. But you're not out of the woods yet. You gotta have him not like crit Shiba here. Oh, no Buster Crit on Shiba's face. He absolutely could have killed Shiba with a Buster Crit there. It's that disgusting. When he has all those attack ups there, it's very dangerous. Alright, votes up. Yep, gotta click Ku's back leg. Yep, that's the one. That was so good for chat. I just like that all works out now because now you're ahead on, because otherwise you'd like have really low NP gain on Calamity Chain. What am I saying? On Joan of Arc, right? Where now you're actually kind of close to getting the next one if it happens to live. Some people want the guts right now. It's really split. Oh man, it's really split. And now attack wheel's winning. One more update. There we go. Okay, attack wheel it is. Alright, what are we going with, chat? This is a pretty decent hand. I'm assuming Shiba Brave Chain. If they, yeah, looking like, they might want the 70 crit though on Joan of Arc. Alright, we'll go with the next, okay, I'm gonna reset the vote though in case people do wanna not do the Brave Chain. Okay, looking like you want the Brave Chain. Alright, off we go! Nice crit. Overall, 2 crits would have been like what you wanted there, and you only got the 1, so it's unfortunate. Oof. Alright. Joan of Arc's hair. Yep, very nice. What the hell was that vote? What the hell was that vote? Okay. That was a thing. Somebody really excited for either Ku's back leg or Joan of Arc's hair there. Kind of surprised at this play, but let's see what they go with. I'm guessing they're going to do the Brave Chain on Joan of Arc now. Well, they get the quick card up. Give one more up. Yep, there we go. Alright. No misplay here. There was a world where you could have done, though, Shiba's Buster card there with her second skill. Whoa! Joan of Arc, though, actually a crit servant. Ooh, boy. Good thing Joan of Arc is tanky AF. That was, oh my god, the value right now. That was such a good, that was like the best target to get taunted. Chat is, I'm telling you, chat could have lost this. I mean, this setup I think is decent. And I think, if you kept doing this setup over and over again, you'd have an okay win rate. But there definitely is worlds where this could have gone south. But they've had some really nice luck here. That taunt was so good for chat. Holy shit. Guessing they're gonna art chain here. Maniac knows. Yep, they're art chaining. Yep, that's easy. Okay. I think chat's got this. By the way, I like to point out, Joan of Arc has been an insane carry in like almost every fight she's been in. But she's not Castorio though. Well, that was unfortunate. Yep, the taunt is considered a debuff, so she removed she removed the taunt. So that's a rare instance where it would have been better to not have done Joan of Arc's NP, because you'd be in the exact same boat except Shiba would still be alive, and then she would like NP and then you win. So that was very unlucky. Well, team gone to shit. Everything's bad. Can Ku bail out? Can Ku bail out chat here? Good thing I have completely maxed my Ku the hell out. But it's not really an optimal situation with his protection from arrows already getting like pinged off some and not having the Mystic Code, right? I do have a very nice Ku though. Check out these command codes. Not bad. Alright, they're doing the quick chain. Alright, here we go. The bad world here is like Lee triple attacking and the last attack is a Buster crit and you lose the protection arrows and guts here. That would be super fucking bad. It's also really bad if he evades right now. I'm not gonna lie, I would not have impeded with Ku there. Because of that. You could have gotten him low enough. You could have gotten him low enough to do his evade, and then you could have impeded him. So I think that was that's something I've learned many times, that when you fight an enemy that does evade at certain health thresholds, just wait to NP with Ku overwhelmingly. But well, you lost chat. Yeah, you know what's sad is you're one turn off. You're one turn off from protection from arrows. Yep, removing the taunt is what lost it, definitely. And I will say that I think you still could have won with Ku there if you had saved the NP. I think you would have won this turn. I think you could have gotten him low enough last turn if you'd done like Buster, Art Buster, or something like that. You would have evaded, and then you could have killed him right here. But people make that mistake all the fucking time with like sure hidden Ps. It's I've seen that a million, and I've even done it a few times. But I generally try to remember that crap because it is pretty bad. Thank you for the 100 bits lost. Chat, do you want to play it again, or do you want me to do it? Because I feel like chat knows how to win now. Like, what I might do is I might use chat setup, but then I just play it. That way, we're using what chat wanted, right? But it'll just be faster. So I feel like, if chat throws its face at that fight enough, they're going to win. Oh yeah, I gotta get Bone in here again. Might be hard. Oh, there we must be in the all slot. There we go. Now, if I was straight playing this myself, I would definitely make this team different. Like, oh my god, I would change so many things on this team. But I want to see if I can make this work. I guess I won't even change the Mystic Code. I guess we'll just stick with this. I would totally not use this Mystic Code, though, because this fight's so bursty. Yeah, I'd probably work in Mozart, and I might even put in George, to be honest. And I might do Medea at the end. I actually like Medea as a cleanup unit here because she removes buffs. So she can remove all those attack buffs, she can remove evade, all kinds of stuff. There's a lot of like emergency stuff she can do that's helpful. I'm gonna BRB real quick though, I need to get water. I forgot my water. Look, I decided to cut an apple up real fast, and in doing that, I forgot about the water, okay? What is happening? Yes, chat can't lose? Oh my god, dude. I love how so often the predictions have been wrong like this. It's amazing. Dude, how many points did the winners get? It was fucking 95 to 5. Somebody got points, dude. I got 300,000? Holy shit, I'm so glad I'm not Cairo. If I was Cairo, Poi Poi could make me roll like a million times right now. What is it? Is it 25k or 35k for Cairo? Dear God, dude. 25k? Jesus. Maniac, you know what's funny? I used a knife like that for the apple. Alright, this is an awkward opening hand. I hate to abandon my 2 Buster cards, but I think it's the right thing to do. I really wish you guys had picked default Mysticode and Mozart. I like that setup so much more. You could just melt the second health bar. Lol. So she has enough health that you don't have to use the invulnerability. But the question is, do you want her to live past the NP? I guess not, because I guess you want Clown Boy out. Wow, Shiba's getting wrecked right now. This sucks. I'm getting way worse card luck than Chat did, but Chat also got crit that turn, which was way worse. But yeah, Shiba's getting... This is such a slow start for Shiba. It's really bad. Yeah, I thought Chat was gonna pick Mozart, to be honest, but their synergy. Not only do they have really good synergy, but this fight's a burst fight, and Mozart's a burst support, so this kind of makes sense. I also don't like Atlas. I mean, Atlas can be good, but see you, Red. You can still use regular mash. You just tell your friend to slaughter. This turn sucks. Like I'm telling you, Chad got so lucky in some of these turns. He could kill Shiba right now. Part of me wants to do a VC Bronze NP with Shiba to get the NP gain buff and just do her art crit and hope that's enough to break. And save the crits for later. But we have the fact that we have such good crits now, it's kind of like I guess we'll take it. I don't really like having to use the second skill right now though. Maybe she could have done it without it. I don't know. This is less damage, but I'm doing it this way because it's more EP gain, and I think she'll do enough damage. Like, oh god, don't fail me, Shiba. Putting the Buster card second is like a statement that I think you have plenty of damage, and I actually don't think you have plenty of damage. So I'm making a really stupid statement, is what I'm getting at. Okay, I swear she's got that. Okay, it's fine. More NP gain, feels good. Don't kill Shiba. This is a big. I saw it when you were making this team. I very much saw this. If a VC Braun does not die before Shiba, this team sucks. Can you imagine if he just killed Shiba right there and a VC Braun's still alive? Your back row is nothing, right? Your back row is nothing. So it's like if that ever happens, it's over, right? It's GG. That's why I like taunts or in more bursty stuff. Okay, well, this is rough. Oh my god, he has debuff immunity. I can't do Clown Boy's third skill. Oh my god, that's so bad. That's so fucking bad. And it's only one turn as well. That's so bad. Uh-oh. Dude, yeah, this is some bad fucking luck right now, but we'll deal with it. Want to get... I think I want to do... that. I really do want to get Clown Boy's NP. I'm hoping he can do it before dying. We're gonna need some extra deeps here. This is a tricky turn, so let's see. 2 hits. 2 hits. Well, definitely this. Dude, I fucking love this song, by the way. Good shit. That made a few good plays though. They had a mixed bag. They had a few plays that were dog shit, but they had a few plays that were actually pretty good. So they did all right. They get to sleep on the inside of the house tonight. This song is called "Lost Children" and it's from SD Gundam. No, it's not. It's from Super Robot Wars. Excuse me, which has Gundams in it, but. Ooh, that ain't good. Way to die when you're that close to NPing, by the way. Woo, boy. Rough times, rough times. I would like Clown Boy to live exactly one more turn so he can do his drain. But, that might not happen. Do I want to put invulnerability on him? Is it worth it? No. Yeah, that's not worth it, no. That voice line is incredible, by the way. And that's Hans' voice actor in Aussie, right? Can you imagine? Like Hans, like waking up in a frenzy or something and saying some shit like that? That's gonna be amazing, dude. I love that man, dude. Bonked him. Wow, he lived. Incredible. Clown giving us so much value right now. Probably should have cast that last turn because I've saved Atlas, and I was actually intentionally saving. This entire time I've planned on not touching Atlas until Ku came out because it makes him so much better, but I still should have cast that last turn. If we get Ku's MP here, which we're probably not going to get unless we crit, but if we could get it right here, it'd be amazing because he's probably going to evade this turn. Yeah, Gilius, yeah, that's the voice actor, yeah. Easily confused, they're both deranged casters, so... Although, honestly, Myth is probably significantly less deranged than Gilius, to be honest. Yep, 90%. Imagine if we could just NP right now. I think we try to save Shiba, just cause. It's impossible for Ku to die here, though. He has 3 hits from protection from arrows and guts, so there's just, even if he insta-deaths, it won't matter. You know, I'll just do that. It's fine. Damn, that procced, but we're safe. It was possible for him to kill one of them there, though. If Death procced and he attacked the same one, he would have killed that one. But there was no way for him to kill both. Hey look, she even gives charisma to Ku, that's nice. I did not think I'd use this on her, but why not? Oh boy, that was a bit rough, but I think we got it. Ku with the cleanup. That'd be pretty great if we insta-deathed him. Alright, don't even need the other attacks. That was a wonky team. I mean, it's a fine team. There's just some RNG in it that is not the nicest. Like with if Shiba dies really early and stuff, there's a couple of turns where that can happen. By the way, if you had Poster Girl and a VC Brawn, this setup is a million times better if a VC Brawn has Poster Girl. Like all the RNG in it's gone. I still would probably use Mozart instead of. Well, I don't know. If you have Poster Girl, you don't necessarily need Mozart. Honestly, if you had Poster Girl, what you would do is you'd cut Joan of Arc. You'd cut out Joan of Arc and put Mozart there. And then, yeah, that's totally. Because then you do Mash, Poster Girl, a VC Brawn for like your front-loaded survivability. And then in that time, you're going to get your damage out of Shiba and Mozart. You are allowed to use Poster Girl, but guess what? This account doesn't have it. It's like one of my only accounts that doesn't have Poster Girl. So rip-a-rooney on that one. I might try to get it at some point, just because it can be fun to mess around with. Because pretty much all my other accounts got it, so I might as well get it over here one of these days. It only has like one other rate-up, though. I did roll, actually, or I did try to get it, but I didn't roll hard on it, and I just didn't get it. I don't remember how much I threw at it, but let me make sure I didn't get it. Maybe I did get it and I forgot, but I'm pretty sure when I tried to get it, it did not happen. Oh wait, no, you want that one. Okay. Let's see here, I should do that. That makes it a lot easier. It doesn't look like I have it unless I'm just not seeing it. Even the 1 to 3 star account has Poster Girl, because it just happened to be rated up like when we started that account, so we fucking got it. That's so dumb. The newbie account doesn't have it though because it's never been rated up since that account existed. So, what are we doing right now? What is this? Oh, this is for a lot of people. This is the hardest fight in here, and I think I would say between this and Lee, it depends on what units you have. That will determine which one is harder for you. And then also sometimes if you just understand the fight, because some people will do a fight and it's just not clicking, right? They don't get what they need to do, and so even if their account has the right options, they're just kind of missing what they need to do. All right, what do y'all want to see support-wise here? I'm gonna play this one because I don't want to be here for another 30 hours, but I'd rather not. I'm not gonna like bring like fucking not that shit, right? But there's all kinds of ways to approach this. So we could like maybe show off someone's berserker. We could show a plot monk if someone's got a plot monk, right? She's really good here. There's all kinds of stuff you could show. I guess you could try to show off Zig here. I've never tried that. You could probably make it work, but you mostly just want to murder you really fast. Herc probably can solo this, but I might need the JP Herc for that one though. I'm not sure anyone could do it. It'd be close. You can certainly clean up here though, no problem. Alright. Need pins to say I have a pin. Pins can be really good here, and I do feel like I haven't used her in ages. If we've got an impressive pin, that might be kind of fun to... Do I have you added, say? And if I do, is your name match? Because I wouldn't mind doing some pin action. I would do Plot Monk because she really is such a good unit here, but didn't we show off Plot Monk for this last time? So I feel like we should show someone else off. But I will say Plot Monk really is... Okay, we'll leave it up to chat. Well, it looks like Pinth and Plot Monk are the two people want. So can we get a poll real fast and just do which... Because if people really just... Because a lot of people here may not have seen last time we showed off how to do this with Plot Monk on a budget team, so... I guess we could do Beowulf too. We could, because, does he have a second skill buff yet? I don't think he does. That's kind of rough. Because he's honestly incredible here once he doesn't need his third skill buff. But when he does his second skill buff, you can kind of do the 1-2 punch, right? You NP the one health bar, then crit the other one, or vice versa. Wow, that is so close between Pinth and Plot Monk. That is super close. Looks like Plot Monk is slightly ahead. I'm kind of surprised. I thought people would, I guess, I don't know. I guess Plot Monk doesn't get to shine very often, which is, I guess, fair enough. Yeah, looking like Plot Monk's gonna win. It's close. I mean, if enough people in chat were like, I'm voting Pinth, right? Like, they could still turn it around. It's only 4 votes right now, so. I have no idea what we actually have Plot Monk-wise, so we'll just have to look around. That'll be kind of cool if we have to use Ares because it's NP1, so that's going to actually make it kind of hard. Because your NP1 damage is shit. Oh shit, Pinth's running it back! Oh man, is this actually a double Achilles fight? Are we actually fighting 2 Achilles right now? Are we about to murder a carrot on stream? This is so close. It is fucking tied. Oh shit, it's fucking tied. Oh, now Pinth in the lead. Oh my god, Pinth is turning this. She was losing almost this entire time, but then she remembered that she really wanted to punch Greeks in the face. This is brutal. Oh man, I see some votes for Plot Monk at the end there though. We don't have much time left. Anybody that hasn't voted yet, now would be a good time to pitch in. We're right at the wire here. But the plot, though, dude, it's so close again. Now it's 68 to 71. Oh man, it's 69 to 72. It's 71 to 72. Oh my god, what is happening right now? 72 to 74. A few seconds left. Oh, Pinth at the 75 to 72. Jesus. That was so close. What the hell was that? Okay, Pinth it is. So, who has the strongest Pinth? I'm pretty sure I have my own, but someone in my chat was wanting me to show off theirs. I think it was Say, right? And we got Zerp there. Zerp's got a very respectable Pinth there. But Say, do I have you added? Okay, I don't. Let me see what he's got. I'm curious. Of course, my invites are full. I'll just remove literally people at random. Alright, I'll add you, and then if you want to add me. Yeah, we'll see who has the best Pinth around. I actually don't know what my Pinth is on this account. I know I rolled a decent amount on her, I remember. So, I'm not sure I actually clicked all those things. Okay, no, that's it. Okay. And it's probably better than mine because I've never grailed Pinth. I don't even know why. I really like Pinth. I like the ragey, fighty, brawly people, but on none of my accounts have I ever grailed Pinth. One of these days I need to at least grail her to 90, like, for God's sakes. Like, I use her, you know, pretty often. You know, she's fun and she got cool animations and screams like a champ, right? But just never bothered. A lot of people. Wow! Lost with a hell of a Pinth right there. That's probably the strongest one, but I think we'll use Sage just for, like, the pride factor. But NP5 is, that's pretty good right there. Jesus, dude. Oh, right, it's all slot. Excuse me. That's a really good melt, too. Got all the good command codes. So I'm assuming you rolled pretty big for that, and that's just the highest NP rank you happen to have acquired there. Okay. There are so many ways to approach this. Let's see. So Pinth, it's pretty good for murdering you, I would say. That's what I want to work with. Bedivere could work to a degree. What does this account even have? I don't even know. Oh, I have Beowulf on this account. That's right. We could do. Oh shit, we could do double Pinth. Oh shit. I kind of want. Oh my god, I kind of want to do that. They have good synergy together because they both buff each other. Can we make that work? I think we can make that work. I guess you'd give the other one just high starting NP, right? So that one is going to get their NP really fast. Now, see, this is where you could be really disgusting if you had Poster Girl, because you could do, like, Poster Girl Shakespeare and turn 1 NP and still have a taunt wall, so you know neither Pinth is going to die. But I think we'll do Leonidas. That seems to make sense. So Ku's always a good cleanup unit. Maybe a little boring, but he's, you know, really good. Who knew? What else we got? You could work in Martha for the debuff clear. Debuff clear is really good here, though. If she gets skill sealed, that's pretty bad. You can clean up with almost anything in this fight, though. You can, almost any, like, hard value units will do well. Yeah, or Hercules. Obviously, Hercules works, but we're gonna not do that. Let's see. I want high starting NP on him. I might not do K-Scope just because probably not gonna need it. You has a pretty high hit count. Man, there's almost no limit to what you can do in the back row here. You could even try to stabilize and keep Pinth going. You could do, like, shit. Do we try to do that? Because you could do, like, more taunts, and you could bring out star bombs, and if Chin Gong was around, I would definitely try that. Because you could even put Leo in the back instead of the front. Because I think the easy way to win is you just throw all your big value stuff in the back, and they just will do damage to Horse Bindo no matter. They don't need specific setups, right? You use like you know, that, and then I mean, hell, you could do that. Like any shit like that would be really good, but it would be kind of cool if we try to really focus on supporting Pinth. Pinth dies, we lose. I don't know if I could keep them both alive for the whole thing. That would be very difficult. I'll try to make them the MVP here, though. Let me think. The really hard part about that is the fact that the boss is AoE and they don't have a survival skill. That would make it a big problem. That Poster Girl, though, you could probably do it because you could do a VC Brawn with Poster Girl, right? And that would get the job done. Although you can get unlucky and he can cast Pierce Invulnerability at a really bad time. Although I guess you could work in the Clown. So as we do multiple Poster Girls and just make one of them the Clown. He doesn't cast his Pierce Invulnerability very often, though, but it can happen. That would kind of ruin everything, though, if you were trying to do it that way. We'll give him that. This may be folly, what I'm trying to do right now. I might still put a cleanup unit, and like one cleanup unit's not that big of a deal, am I right? We'll do Billy instead of Ku. I think that's fair. I don't really know what I want to give George. I mean David. Because if he does cast Pierce Invulnerability, this does nothing. I could just do high starting NP, honestly. Like, when in doubt, just have him blast somebody. You could do this, though. Let's see. Leonidas will probably die on turn 2, maybe turn 3, but probably turn 2. George will probably die on turn 4, so... Yeah, you're not necessarily going to have the NP up on Horse Bindo yet when David shows up. You might, though. If you get lucky, you might show up right in time. Fuck it, go big or go home. RNG, let's go. Oh shit, do we do this? That's so risky. Because then if you get like NP sealed when you have your NP, it's so bad. I don't know about this. I like Atlas a lot because then you get your debuff immunity back on Penth and more NP. But this, if you do this and you happen to get a good hand when David shows up, that's 40 stars. And whatever stars you made the last turn. Oh man. Red me. Okay, fuck it, we'll do. I think Atlas is so much better, but this is certainly more potential for big crits that are fancy, right? But I do think Atlas is better because you can get skill sealed and NP sealed at the end at terrible times, and then being able to remove that on a key turn, and then because like you might get skill sealed when you want to do Pin's second skill, right? And then once you have Pin's second skill, then you're good because then she has debuff immunity. So yeah, I think Atlas is probably the way to go because not only does Atlas help you with your NP gain and all this shit. It gives Pince her buff back, right? And her buffs are 40% damage. So that's overall, and for 3 turns. So overall, that's more than I think what you're going to get out of Atlas. I mean, out of Anniversary Blonde. Okay, let's see. So, if this Pince could get her NP this turn, I wouldn't actually cast that yet. But because she can't, I gotta cast it now. I don't think we actually need to cast their skills yet, just because I think we're gonna break with the NP no matter what. Oh fuck, I probably could have broken, if I had given like Leonidas Star Bomb. No, I would need a double Star Bomb, but yeah, you could break with normal cards if you got a good hand like this. Like, seriously, you do double attack up, double Buster up, Brave Chain, you easy could break here. Hell, she might be able to break now, because it's actually triple Buster up. Do I try? I don't know, though. I feel like what's going to happen is I'm going to almost break, but not. Which is not very good. Fuck it, though. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. Because she is level 100, so... we're kind of memeing. I've never used 100 pins before, actually, so... that's good, but it's not going to be enough. Woo, pretty damn close though. 30k. Yeah, you need 1 crit worked in there. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. They didn't attack. They like didn't attack at all. So if I had given him K-scope, which I had other K-scopes and I had the team cost, I just didn't because I was trying to be budget. If I'd given him K-scope, it would have rounded up. He'd have 5 more NP. That's 99, which rounds up to 100, and he could NP and taunt right now. So oops. Well, please don't kill Pinth. Boy, did we just mess that up. Probably should have played this more safely, but it might still work out. We'll see. That's really bad though. That's yeah. I don't think you even attacked at all. What happened there? Okay, well it worked out, but it was needlessly risky. The Nightmare is weaker. Pinth doesn't do 125k here, but I'm pretty sure she will because she's got you know, quad Buster up and double attack up, so I think she's got it. Oh yeah, shit, and my Pinth is NP4, okay. Yep, she's dead. No attack down. Unfortunately, we are not counterclassing because he's got the gimmick up, so this is not going to be the best NP ever, but at least it's something. Rar, by the way. By the way, if you wanted to mimic this team, what you would do is use your Jerker, because most people have her because she's a welfare, and you summon a friend's Pinth, and this kind of setup works. If anything, it works better. Okay, he has Pierce of Vulnerability, which is unfortunate. Because it lasts, if he does decide to cast it, it lasts 3 fucking turns. Guess we focus on NP gain here. George being pretty tanky there. Wait, I shouldn't have even done that. I need him to die because I need David to show up. Fuck! That was a misplay. Also, Atlas would definitely have been in better mixture, by the way. I should not have cast Guts, dude. Oh my god, I fucked up. If I had not cast Guts, we'd have David right now, and his Pierce of Vulnerability went away. Why did I not think of that? This is unfortunate. We'll keep the 100% alive. You know, I guess the really safe way to do this setup is you give George's Bond CE. We might still win just because this back row's decent, but we'll see. We really need Pence not to die here. This might look weird, but I don't think I'm gonna need that buff later, and I want to absolutely make sure I kill here. Not breaking this turn would be unbelievably bad. Okay, he's back to being a berserker again. This is another reason Atlas is good though, because if Billy gets like skill sealed at a bad time, it's not like, you know, GG. I think we can still win. It's pretty rough though, having the pimp die so fast like that. Damn! Whew, that's an MP2, man. Jesus. Dude, I'd say a level 100 pins with 2k foe and all that, not even command codes, and that must be such a monster because she gets her NP so quickly, gives her self damage, gives her teammates damage. I should have used David's first skill, he might have lived there. Well, it's all up to Billy now. This is where Atlas would like fix everything, but because I can't use his evade because he's skill sealed. Oh, I'm fucking NP sealed too. Yep, we would have won with Atlas, dude. We would have won with that. Like, we didn't really get any value out of this. She would have broken without the buster up. We never needed the crits, really. And the invulnerability would have been better than Guts. And if we did Atlas right now, we would win. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Billy can do 200k here. Well, the meme pick got us killed. How about that? He could still live if he does like quick attacks or things like that. Like, we're not necessarily dead here, but we're fairly likely to be dead here. Wow, we're still alive. But we're not going to be able to kill him still. I think we can win next turn. But not likely we're living that long. And even next turn's going to be pushing it. Nah, he's got it next turn. That was more than I was thinking. Well, if I could NP, we could sure hit, but that is painful. That is definitely the why you always bring Atlas here. Like, the only time I think you would potentially not use Atlas here is maybe if you're stalling because you can run out those buffs. He doesn't actually skill seal, he's still forever. But also if you have a lot of anti-debuff on your team. That was unfortunate. All right, we'll give 10th another go here. That team's fine. You just need to not meme it up. You need to just take it seriously. I hate the support system, dude. Like, if you didn't log in 5 seconds ago, it's just not gonna happen. That's a nice plot monk right there. There we go. Jesus, that's annoying. Alright, Atlas it is. Now, what the fuck? There it is. Jesus. Anyway, I'm trying to think. It's almost if you let George die, you don't really need his bond CE. And if the boss happens to have his like pierce vulnerability up, it wouldn't even help. So I might stick with what I got. I don't know that. I think I stick with what I got. That's a debatable pick right there with the CE on George. Oh god, I should have changed David's CE though. Yep, Arjuna is really good here actually because he cannot be debuffed, right? It's not bad. You might need a bit stronger supports though to kind of get the longevity going. I think we saved their buffs this time. Don't really need the stars, but not much else to do this turn. You know, it isn't actually bad breaking a L4 over 2 turns though with normal cards. If anything, that might actually be better when I think about it, because that let me NP Horse Bindo. So actually, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Well, too late now. Because it is so easy for double pins to break the first health part, because you have triple buster up and double attack up. And breaking it over, like, yeah, I probably should do that. Just have to do this again. But yeah, it ain't bad in being Horse Bindo at all, like, it helps. However, doing it this way does mean you start building towards your next NP super fast, because you still have their battery still going. What? Did I not taunt? Did I forget to taunt? I think I fucking forgot to taunt. God damn it! This is what happens when you're not paying attention, dude. Reading chat ends lives. I'll be right back. Gotta turn my heater off. Alright, I'm back. Well, we don't do chat versus FGO that often, but it's a fun thing to do from time to time, just mix things up. But it's not like we're gonna do it every day by any means. Now, I really got, it's hard to decide. So, the other pins might get her NP without even using her skill. That's the thing. Tricky. Okay, well, no matter what, we're casting this. I'm trying to think if I want to break that health bar to normal attacks, because the other pin already has her art card, right? Let's try it. I think you definitely do it if you get like a Buster Chain or a Brave Chain, either one. You get like 3 Busters between the 2 pins, or one of them gets a Brave Chain. Then I think you do it. But if you don't get either of those, I'm not sure. I hate when she quick charges, dude, because then Leonidas gets us NP gain, and also her NPing a turn sooner is actually really annoying. So now I literally have to break her health bar this turn, or we're in a really bad way. Actually, because I decided not to go for the NP, we might not be able to break it here. So yeah, that's unfortunate because if I could do the Buster Chain, we'd obviously break it, but without the Buster Chain, we're not going to. We might. That's so unlucky though, because like so many things have to happen for this to go this way. She has to quick charge, and then you have to get like the other pin's double buster instead of the support pin, and they also have not to have gotten pin's in P here. But I could have gotten it by casting her second skill. This might still break just because of it is still technically a Buster Chain, but I don't know. This is where George in the front is better than Leonidas, because I wouldn't have to have done an NP there, and I could have done the triple Buster. Yeah, we've lost now, that sucks. That is so unlucky though, like that's so fucking unlucky. We're short 12k, and we actually had the damage, but then you wouldn't have the taunt. And see, if you do all the pin skills, you will kill you on the like you will be able to NP and that's it, right? And she will die in time. Like there's no RNG in it. But if you go that way, you lose a lot of value on Horse Bindo. And see, this is where if you're wanting to be really reliable, you make your back row stronger, right? You play it the safe way. You don't try to get like better normal card value. You just double NP you. You don't give a fuck about anything else, and you just make your back row stronger so you can finish up Horse Bindo. And because then you don't need that extra value. Because basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get extra value on Horse Bindo with Penth, because I think I might need it. But if you have a stronger back row, you don't need it, and you take the safe route. That's why the weaker the team, the more RNG can screw you, basically. I might switch though, Leonidas. Now that you have a Buster Chain though, now it's tempting me to do that again, but let's see. Which pin's got it? The weaker pin's got it. I'm not sure that's worth it then. I mean, that means the other pin though still has all 3 of our Buster cards, and there's one of the, I mean, overwhelmingly we should be able to break next turn then, I think. But you're gonna have to cast you only get 2 cards next turn, that's the thing. That's why it's actually hard to do this. It's because the next turn you have to use Leonidas's NP. That's the problem. So it's pretty RNG because like the other Buster cards could be in the 3rd hand instead of the 2nd hand. So I think you do the. Let's go with the more guaranteed way. It just makes more sense to me. Okay, this song's great and all, but it does not fit what we are doing right now in the slightest. Like, give me some like battle music here. Like that song is so not Pinth. I might still buff just to punch Horse Bindo this turn. Why haven't I been doing that? That makes like a lot of sense. Like, because if I'm going to NP her next turn, you might as well put the normal card damage into Horse Bindo. Excuse me. That's not as good as NPing him later, but that's still a nice chunk of damage, so... Oh my god, will you stop fucking quick charging? I wonder if she always does that on turn 1. She might, actually. Oh fuck, the other pin's not gonna have her NP. She's gonna be just shy. I could get it, but then I wouldn't have taunt. I actually think that I shouldn't even be taunting on turn 1 if she always quick charges. There's no point in taunting there. This is gonna be really pushing it on if she gets her MP here or not. You get overgage, that should do it. If you get the roundup. Nope! That's not good. Really? Well, that's probably. I gotta remember that. You have to get some NP gain on the other pin. Like you need barely any, but you have to get a little bit. This is where though, if like George was David, you'd have another charisma, and you might be able to kill right there that way. Well, that sucks. This is another reason though why Jerker Pent is better, because Jerker can survive, and you only need one of the Pents to go off. Double Pent is really funny though, but Jerker Pent is just a way better combo in my opinion. It's like, you have Jerker for the slightly higher damage, and then Pent for getting the NP really, really quick. But it depends. I guess there are, I mean, it depends on the fight too. Some fights the double debuff immunity is really good. I feel like almost every run that we've done, we actually could win though if we made different plays. Like almost every single one of these, if I made better plays, I think could have won. I don't agree with that at all. This is not even that hard of a fight. Like, I hate when this happens. People always say stupid shit like that when I'm like handicapping the fuck out of myself and doing some dumbass setup. Like, easily this fight can be so much easier than Lee for some people. It just depends. Like, you can literally one-shot all these fights though if you're like prepared enough. It's not hard at all. Like, throw Herc in the back, win every single fight in this fucking place. But it's like, this in Lee is just completely down to what kind of units you have. Like, they're basically tied in my opinion. Like, this is such a dumbass team. Like, this is such a fucking dumbass team. Although Pins can be really good here, but you wouldn't really do it like this. Now, see, this kind of hand is just begging for you not to go the double NP route, by the way. Like, that... I think you definitely do it with this kind of hand. And I think people would get fucking destroyed by Lee all the time if that was one of those fights where you didn't get a support. But like both of these fights, you can get so carried by a strong support if you set it up that way. The only bad thing about this is you're actually with some of your Buster cards and you can't get them later because they're in this hand. You couldn't use them all, so that means our next hand is actually probably pretty weak. But you only gotta do 23,000, so... This is what I'm talking about though. This hand is so fucking bad that I don't think it can even do 23k. Dude, we've done this enough time. I think you just stop. You always fucking just go for the double NP. Like there's just because I feel like we failed to do it this way so many times. It's kind of obvious that the RNG is just this is not the right way to play it. Well, now she broke anyway, but fucking barely. Still didn't get her fucking NP though, so we don't get to actually punch Force Bendo. I still don't think that's right. I think you still just do the double NP and you just normal attack Horse Bendo in turn 1. I think that's just way better overall. Big normal card damage or starting to build towards Pence next NP. I guess big normal card damage because you even have crits, so. And I think some people really struggle with Mothman because they just don't realize how easy it is to cheese it. That's the whole, like, the only reason I'm like I would say struggling is really the right word here because I'm just trying to make double pins work for some fucking reason. Anyway, is because, you know, I'm not using so many of, like, I'm not even using my Ku or my Herc or my Scath or, you know, any of that shit. Like, all three of the fights, so the three big fights is Lee, and then Ewan, Horsebendo, and then Mothman, right? All three of those are cheesable by support, all three of them. But I think a lot of people just don't know how to cheese, they don't know how to cheese, Mothman. I guess we just don't Guts, because last time Guts was bad. The problem with not using Guts is if he one turns George. That's really shitty. You want him to two turn George. Do I NP? How many turns does he have of this? 4? Yeah, I think we NP now then. Lobo is really good for that fight, but it's not like he can guarantee 100% win rate, you know, solo it or anything like that. But well, actually, he might with the CE skin. Not sure. Yeah, I always try not to cheese bosses. I specifically try to not trivialize them, which is really annoying though, because then, you know, people don't realize I play the game that way, and it can get. Oh my god, George doesn't like take any fucking damage there. I really need George to die here. I wonder if Pin K is better as a taunt with this kind of setup, because he's more likely to die when you need him to. Yeah, Lobo can eat the buffs, and then Jolter makes him the whole miss. So like they both work pretty well there, but then Jolter has survivability. So wow, he still has Pierce ability this time. Yeah, I'm starting to lean towards, like, I think this team can work. I just don't think you can't do it where you're trying to make Pence the MVP. You just can't. It's just too random. Like, if he's got the Pierce ability, you're dead. You need a back row that can, you know, finish off Horsebendo. If your back row can't finish off Horsebendo, like, this is just horrible if you have a setup like this. Because now David doesn't even do anything. So, like, what was the point? Like, this setup would work eventually if, like, honestly it would have worked. Most of the fails are just things I was trying to do shit that I shouldn't have been trying to do. But, you know, like, you just need, like, if Pierce vulnerability is not lined up like that, you'll be fine, right? You'll be fine. Because we probably would have got another NP out of Pint, and, you know, a lot of units from the back are going to be able to win, but, it's going to be kind of ranked. I will say, from my experience of doing this fight on other accounts, he does not cast his Pierce vulnerability very often. It's just that if he does cast it, it lasts a long time. Because it's 3 turns. But I don't think we can win now. Because that's, I mean, that is just, that's insane how much value we just lost. Now, if we had Herc in the back or Ku in the back, then we would still win. Like if we just slapped Herc in the back, because Herc doesn't need much to be done, right? You know, he's kind of good to go. Wow, he still has his thingy too. Yeah, the only way this setup I think would work is if you don't get Piercing vulnerability like that. The only other thing I can think of is if you brought buff removal, but then you would not have a way to save Pinth. You could save one Pinth with your Mystic Code, you could not save both. And I guess that's where, you could do like switch Mystic Code, but that's not, I don't think that's worth it at that point. I tell you what, before I change gears, you might, this is so fucking risky, this is so timing specific. This only works if George exactly dies on the second turn. That's the only way this works. And then you do like Medea if you happen. This is so dumb. This is so dumb. This is the stupidest idea because you're doing all this work when you could just bring back row units that do better on their own, right? This is so fucking stupid. There's on so many levels do I not think this is right because like you're how do I explain this? You're using so many units to just keep Pinth alive. You're using more units to keep Pinth alive than Pinth herself. So you could just bring other units that get shit done, right? Like that's not very logical. If George dies on the second turn though, this does work. I just don't see how on earth it's like why don't you just bring like units that, you know, get like upfront value, right? That seems to be a lot better, but I want to try it just because it is fun twinking a team until it works, but this is dumb. It's easy to forget that enemy taunts are debuffs, and it's because they count as the same kind of buff. They'll no effect off each other, right? You can't have two taunts generally, and so if you have a debuff taunt, you cast a buff taunt, it'll no effect, and vice versa. So it's easy to forget that. I've forgotten it several times myself. Now that is such a bad opening hand. You abso-fucking-lutely do this. I do kind of want to try not taunting on turn one with Leonidas because if you always buffs, it's not really that necessary. Oh my god, I was supposed to click. What am I doing? I'm supposed to hit a horse window. I keep forgetting. That's actually kind of a big deal because it makes up for like not getting the other NP. Because the damage on you is irrelevant because they're health point. If you're doing it the double NP route, like you're gonna break. Actually, let's do it that way. Don't really care about the attack down. Fucking, oh my god, Lost. That was so stupid. I'm telling you though, chat could have still won if they just didn't NP with Ku. If they had just held it a turn, I think they still would have won. Do I go for the crit chance or the level 100? We'll do both, I guess. Wait, Zerp, did you lose all your channel points? Zerp, no. I can win everything back? You can't though, because even if you go with the lower odds one, you put so few points in. Oh, this sucks. I can't believe Zerp lost all of his points, dude. Zerp, no. Zerp, why didn't you just bet like half of the points? I have 68k left. At least that's something. I feel so bad right now. I'm good. One of these days we're gonna have a use for channel. I'm getting some ideas for channel points, so we'll see. Zerp, you won so many channel points the other day too. You won so many. That's how it goes though. People gamble big and then they keep gambling and then lose it all. It's rough, man. Alright, George has to die in 2 turns or this whole fucking idea does not work. I mean, you know what's stupid? Is I'm doing all this bullshit and he might not even cast Pierce Invulnerability, right? So there's just, it's just dumb. This is such a dumb thing I'm doing right now. I wonder if it's better to get that NP game, but I'm gonna go red. No! What are you doing? Crit, please crit, please crit. Oh my god, Horse Window, what are you doing? You fucking double buffed. Okay, well, at least he did actually cast the thing, so... George, if George dies here, it's all good. If George doesn't die here, it's the worst setup of all time. Kill him. Kill him. There you go. Atta boy. Calculated. Holy shit. This was such a stupid setup, though. Like, this is so dumb. This is the... I don't think it's even gonna work, to be honest. Even though we pulled that shit off, I don't think this is actually going to work. Like, give the NP gain to the one that's closer to NPing or the one... Yeah, I guess so. She has less health, though, so she's more likely to die. This is dumb. This is so dumb. Also, it'd be better if we had, someone had a buff removal on a skill instead of an NP, but, also, thanks, Medea, taking all the cards. By the way, Ongra did more damage than that. Remember when I was playing with that earlier? Ongra did more damage than that. I'm so unconfident in this team working right now. It's just... Medea does so little, right? She does so little. I don't care for that. This is where, like, Alexander with his buff removal might be, better. Because at least you get, like, the attack up and you stall an extra turn with the charm. I do not care for this. I just do... On so many levels do I not care for this. If somehow both pimps can get their, like, if they can break this health bar, then both NP, then I think it's fine. But I'm pretty skeptical of that. They do have debuff immunity, which is nice here. But if we had already broken, I'd be like, yeah, I think this can work, right? Because if we'd already broken, we can we could NP with Pint right now, right? But we hadn't already broken. She does have damage cut, so there is that. Oh, this is. I have so little faith here. Yep, you motherfucker, dude. God, that's so shit, man. That is so fucking shit. What an ass, dude. Nobody invite this guy to parties. Nobody invite this guy to parties, dude. Well, why couldn't you just attack the other pins? She could have used the NP gain anyway. Like, it'd have been great. And Billy's not gonna break here. I don't think a 90 Billy is... Well, he does have 2 attack buffs. If he didn't have the attack buffs, I would say absolutely not. See, what's bad here, though, if Billy doesn't break, he's going to evade. And, you know, then you have to wait, and the pin has to live even longer. Nope, he's not going to break. That is heartbreaking. That is so fucking heartbreaking, dude. And now Pins is going to lose all of her buffs. If Pins kept her buffs, I think she could still win, but there's no way now. If he didn't evade, it'd be fine, but with the evade, there's no fucking way. That's depressing though, because this, with all how bad of a team this is, it still could have worked. It still could have worked. So we have to not die this turn. You know what? We actually might be able to pull this off because it really just comes down to us not dying this turn. Because we might be able to one-shot his last health bar because we'll have our buffs back, and then when he NP, he's gonna NP seal us here, but we have Atlas, so it completely comes down to if he kills us or not. It's pretty likely to kill us. We got 13,000 life. That's not the best. Yeah, Martha would have been better. Actually, a lot of things would have been better, but trying to keep his budget. Because yeah, Martha removes as well, and then he gives more damage to the team and that kind of thing to the defense now. So, you fucking do it. Oh my god, the mark of the beast. I don't know. Yeah, I think I know. No, she can do 200k. This is such a stupid team. This is such a fucking stupid team. There is so much wrong with this team. It's just there's. I'm taking it. I'm fucking taking it. Pent is actually the beast, apparently. I would not recommend anybody copy this team. Now, you can make double Pent work, not like this though, dear god. And also, Jerker Pent is way better, right? Use your Jerker, summon a friend's Pent, right? And then just make the back row stronger. Oh my god. Like, just, oh my god. Yeah, Billy with the save there. That is such a bad team. I do not, I just, good lord. I miss Ku. Ku is so nice here because you give him Atlas and then he's good to go, and then you get Guts up and you have like 2 turns, and then he has sure hit for like if you get like a wonky turn at the end. Those evades, dude. Well, Pent got Achilles. Everybody wanted Pent to survive to the end, so through bullshit RNG, it worked out. Why couldn't chat have just voted for Plot Monk? That would have been a lot less annoying. Because you do what you... A single Plot Monk does what both Pents do, right? It's not quite as good. With the Pents there. Okay, we're gonna just run over Mothman because it's getting so late. I gotta get through this. Do we want to test real quick if a 1-1-1 Jolter can do this? Because I am kind of curious if a 1-1-1, because I did it with a 2-10-2-1. I do kind of want to know. Literally minimum Jolter, right? We're about to use minimum Jolt. Let me look if I've at least given her foe items, because I literally got Jolter out of GSSR on this account and I never even cared about it. Okay, she at least has that. So this is the weakest Jolter can be. No command codes. That's going to add RNG to it, though. No command codes is going to be a bit of a bitch here. Funnily enough, the command code from the event that is going on right now it was really good for a Jolter solo here. I think a 1-1-1 Jolter can do it, but I think it's going to be unnecessarily shaky. What? I forgot what. I don't even remember what Mr. Code just was. You know what? I'm gonna cheat, chat. I'm gonna reference Past Green. He's a really good guy. And I'm just gonna look at what I did back then because Past Green already figured this shit out, right? Default. Why did I go with default? I guess it's because yeah, that there is some more on the first health bar. I don't know though. I feel like it's either default or it's Atlas. Because if you do get stunned, man, it's bad. Although I guess later in the fight you have Guts going off and you don't need... we'll see. I don't know, man. I rarely do I question Past Green. Because universally Past Green is like green that's not streaming and is like taking time to test things and min-maxing and really focus on the game. So generally Past Green is a lot smarter than current green. But this is the first time I'm a little sketch of Past Green. I'd have to watch the video and see what I was doing, because I may be playing it differently and things like that. But almost every time we reference Past Green normally is smarter than current green. Like pretty much every fucking time. But I am a little suspect on this one, but we'll see what happens. Thank you. I'm trying to remember. I want to say you taunt with Leonidas first for some reason here because of potential stun or something. I don't really remember. Well, fuck it, we'll just see what happens. Am I supposed to rush my NP? I feel like I'm supposed to rush my NP. That's probably why you go with default, is because if it takes you a long time to get your NP, you have to linger on this health bar. That's the only reason I can think of. But I guess we'll find out. Okay, with George. Good hand, I like that. MP gain is the most important, I'm pretty sure, so. %96%, yay. Well, no, you can't even heal at the beginning. I have no idea why I went with default in the video. I'll have to watch the video. I wonder if I just did it because it's so budget friendly and I didn't want to do like Anniversary Blonde or something. I'm honestly confused. I don't know why I did default. Wait, isn't it bad if I break here? I think it's bad if I break here. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. I mean, I'm trying to think, is it that bad? I don't even know. I've never done this where you don't buff block him right here. I don't remember how to do this solo. So let's see. You have to have guts not go off. So I think, don't I have to do invulnerability here? Isn't that horrible though? I may be forgetting something, but I think I have to do invulnerability here, which is just like the worst. Which means I don't buff block, but I know I normally buff block this fight. Now I have to buff block. I have to buff block. I guess I do this. This feels wrong. I feel like you're not. I don't feel like I'm supposed to do it. Something is amiss here, but we'll see what happens. Part of me wants to after this. I'm gonna watch my video and see what past screen was up to. I guess you go. Oh my god! Did he fucking guard it? You fucking piece of shit. Well. Not much I can do about that one. I love magic resist. It's a great mechanic. So I guess then you evade the next. Oh, that's right. His hit count is crazy high. I guess you really don't care if you NP there because LOL. Oh, okay, yeah, then you could just... Okay. It really would be ideal, though, if you did not use her third skill like I did. I got pinned to MP3 from a ticket? Oh, shit. That's awesome. That's super awesome, too, because I can tell Pinned is one of your favorite characters, and MP3 is when you get that, like, that pinnacle damage, right? That's when your MP damage peaks. So, congrats, dude. I still don't think default is correct here, but like I feel like if you get stunned, you want Atlas, and then if you want like big burst damage at the end, you want Anniversary Blonde. I feel like Atlas makes a lot of sense. Slightly better opening hand than last time. Not by much, but a little bit. God damn it. That's bad. Yeah, no NP gain for us now. Look, and we would have gotten our NP this turn. Oh my god. What a dick. That's why you taunt with Leo first, by the way. Yeah, I guess you could taunt with both. I guess you could taunt with both of them. But then he might kill both of them, so... But yeah, because... Oh my god, that's fucking awful. He does that much damage, dude. Jesus. Well, you literally have to do the third skill. That sucks. I guess if you don't take much damage there, though, you don't have to. Because, yeah, on his next turn, he's going to do less damage because he's going to get all of his buffs are going to whiff, and then he's, he only gets to attack twice. So if you happen to get to this part with high health, you probably don't need to do the invulnerability. We're not necessarily going to get our NP again, so I guess this is where we would want to do our charisma. I think it's so funny that he gets debuff immunity, but he doesn't get rid of the debuffs that he already has, so it doesn't work out quite the way that he would like. 93%. I feel like what I did in the video, I suspect, is I did not use my third skill until this turn, and I probably broke this health bar with Buster crits or something. I feel like I'm really forgetting something. This does not feel like the way I've soloed this with her in the past. I think I'm doing something wrong. Nice. I like how none of that crit. Because yeah, you lose if that happens. And in one turn, we would have been fine. By the way, and the way you could cheese this, if you wanted to remove all RNG from it and you weren't trying, like, I like to not, how do I explain this? I try to use a set standard for my taunts, and that's just that. And if you win, you win. If you can't, you can't. But if you wanted to just beat this and you weren't caring about any of that shit, you just bring one extra taunt, because then on that turn, your Mystic Code's back. And then you can't die. And then your guts won't go off. That's an opening hand, although it's kind of unnecessary, because like all you need is NP gain, but you probably just don't want Mothman just doing so much damage to you on that one turn. Are you fucking kidding me? But I even remember in the video, Jolter, I remember did get fucked up. Cause I remember like swearing like a sailor because something like this happened. And instead of him attacking George, he like crit the shit out of Jolter, I remember. I am so tempted right now not to cast my third skill because I didn't take that much damage and he only going to attack twice next turn. Is that right? Jesus, I don't even know. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do here. I don't remember. Let's see. Well, we're definitely NP. We're only in P1, and our charisma's not maxed. What if this doesn't break? Because we're not using the third skill on this one. Do I make stars? Because critting on the next health bar is really good if you have your third skill up. But then you could, if you do Art Art, you might go around the wheel, and you might actually NP again, and then you're super good. I don't know. I'm so curious what Pass Screen did. I'm so curious. Like, did I go for stars here? Did I go for looping? Did I try to break with crits? I feel like I broke with crits in the past. It just makes a lot. Did you fucking guard it again? Oh my god, dude. It's fine. We didn't actually break there. Well, we're learning. Some of this stuff is you have to know. You know, you can't. I'm not psychic, so that's why people save scum, by the way. But you know, you've got to figure out your damage ratios and stuff. Yeah, most people would save scum there, and then they would do more damage. And then the save scum would also mean you might not have the buff block fail. Okay, real quick. I gotta know what did we do in the past here? Let me fix my screen here. Oh, my thing's messed up. Hold on. There you go. That's good enough. You can see. Oh no, my thing wasn't messed up. Excuse me. The video starts out zoomed in. That's why. Cause right, yeah, the skill ranks are trash. Somehow we made them more trash though. Okay, let's see what really matters. Okay, yeah, she got absolutely fucked up at the start. Oh, okay. See, this is different though. It's because I need to know what Past Me was gonna do, because what happened here is George didn't die for a long time because he got stunned. And so on this turn, I don't need her third skill. But I probably would have used it if George had have died. So what was I gonna, let me see here. See, this is where I think skill ranks actually are very helpful, right? Because see, I'm basically a turn ahead here. Because even if I don't break here, I don't care, because I still have invulnerability. That's the thing. And so you basically need to not, you either need your taunt to live, or you need him not to melt you on turn 1. So you can invulnerability here. Because she'll kill it over 2 turns no matter what. Okay, I get it. Just had to, you know, reference the past. The costume is fine, it's just, you know, her sprite is so bad that, it doesn't even matter. Good art chain here. It's probably fine. I will say, this is definitely harder at 1-1-1, because that extra charisma damage just means it's really easy to break. Oh, I guess you don't need magic resist for a stun to fail. I guess it just has its own stun or fail chance. I didn't realize that. Oh yeah, it's right, 70% or something when it's at rank 10. So, honestly, that's a really inconsistent stun if you do have magic resist. Well, this sucks. This fucking sucks. This fucking sucks, dude. I should not have done the NP gain last turn. Because now, we've just done no damage. Well, that means we bust her chain here. Shame that we have that defense down, because it means we're, I guess I don't third skill? I guess? I'm at full health. Theoretically, I should not get one shot. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, we still have got. Yeah, see, this is Samsung Flow, by the way. This is how I stream. That's like a mirror of my phone stream. If it's that one, there we go. Normally, here lately though, I haven't been streaming with Flow. I only use Flow for NA and my ult. Although, you know what? I actually don't need. I didn't fucking break. Are you kidding me? We didn't fucking break. See, again, this is where if our charisma was maxed, we would have broken there. That so fucking sucks. That's not. We're not necessarily dead because of that, but we're probably dead because of that. I'm really surprised she didn't break there though. The one upside to that is we might be able to one turn the next health bar. Okay, skill ranks matter a little bit here. I mean, chat, there's no point in bringing up the stream time because we haven't beat Lostbelt 3 yet, have we? So now that we had to use our third skill so early, the only chance of still winning here is basically critting. So yeah, her charisma being a higher rank, or her third skill, but charisma I guess preferably, would have made this a lot better. You know, I'm not sure I should have done the Star Absorb. Well, she'll definitely break here. I wonder if I can work in an art card then. Let's not risk it. I think she might still win. Like, you have two outs there. You either crit or you don't have to use your third skill early. Those are like the two ways. She is pushing it way more in damage though with these skill ranks, dude. Oh my god, please kill. 1-1-1 is so 1-1-1. Can I at least like 4-4-4? You have such enough damage boost there. Like it's like, yeah, that'll help, but no. See, I made fun of my skill ranks in the video because 2-10-2, but honestly, I'll take 2-10-2 over 1-1-1 any day. I'm definitely, I'm feeling it on that charisma, man. That's a lot of damage. Okay, see, this is where why did I pick default? I don't understand. I feel like I feel like Anniversary Blonde is just better. Because first off, if you have Guts go off, his turn gets canceled and he can't stun you. So that's just better, right? And then you get a Buster Star Bomb turn. I legit feel like in the video, I was either Pat Screen was finally wrong about something, or I literally did it so people wouldn't bitch. Because I can't tell you how many times in my videos people are like, well, I don't have Anniversary Blonde, right? And I was probably like, I can probably make it work with either one, so that I might have done it because of that. But other than that, I so much think Anniversary Blonde or Atlas is better. Either one. I would lean towards Anniversary Blonde, but because you'll have more damage and you'll have less chance of being stunned. That just seems better to me because the heal doesn't help you like at all. So all you're getting is the attack buff, and yeah, the attack buff is nice, but I mean the Buster buff is better if you're doing the Buster chain. So I feel like this Mystic Code is absolutely inferior. It's actually so inferior we were probably going to lose. Where if we had not done it, now I will say, you know, we could have been ahead in other areas, but like, yeah, I think we would have won with Anniversary Blonde here, because we're pretty likely to at least get one crit. Like, I don't think we're gonna do 300k here. It'll be close. So I actually think we would have won without that crit, because if someone clip that, and actually I really would like someone to clip that and add this up. I'm pretty sure, because we didn't have a crit bonus. We had no crit bonus. That was just a vanilla crit, so it was double damage on that one card. I am pretty sure the extra attack did more damage than just the bonus damage of that crit, and he was already dead. All of the extra attack was overkill. I am pretty sure that would have killed without the crit. It would have been very close, but I'm pretty sure that that extra attack did more damage than the bonus damage on the crit. I hope people understand why that's relevant. Because yeah, part of the Buster was overkill, and then all of the extra attack was overkill. And that extra attack did a fuckload of damage because it was a Buster 3 of a kind, blah, blah, blah. So I'm pretty sure that would have killed anyway, but I'm totally think Anniversary Blonde would have been better for this fight. Like, because the Buster up is just better. Well, the attack up does better for the, I guess the extra attack, but we also could have more likely to crit, and also less likely to get stunned. I think the dream is, though, you use a Jolter that's 10-10-10, and you use Atlas, because then you don't need it. Like, if you're 10-10-10, I don't think you need any of that nonsense. And then if you get stunned at a bad time, you can remove it. I would think. Alright, this fight is sadly a nothing fight. It's they literally want you to feel bad here, right? Because he's like dying. Who do we want to do the honors? Maybe we just go for a one-turn kill, put him down fast. This is not like a real Martha. This is like not a real fight. Let's see. Maybe we do try to make Martha. It'd be really hard to. Well, we could make Martha work. It just wouldn't be all that. It would not be clean. Caligula. You could make Caligula work here. You could make Kojiro work. You can make almost anything work here. It's a nice made altar right there. It'd be 2 even. She does not have her upgraded NP yet, and she does not get her 3rd skill. This might be a little sloppy if we do. I feel like this is going to be a little sloppy, but we could use her with Panth. This is like exactly where you would use Panthers in fights like this. Let's do that, and then Shakespeare, then switch Mystic Code. One other buffer. What does this account have buffer-wise? There's honestly this. It's not that bad. Honestly, Billy would be better. Just bring in Billy and have him NP with them. That's better than another buffer, but we won't do that. I'm worried about Martha's NP gain. That's like the biggest problem here, I feel. Alright, we can just give George NP on death. Never mind. Go Ox King. Let's see what we can make happen here. I should bring a bigger buffer than David. I have no idea where my Ox King is. I know where it is on my other account. I don't have a clue on this one. There it is. David does have his charisma at 10 though. What's the best buffer I got for Buster on this account? Let's see. Caesar's actually better than David. Matahari's actually fine if we don't have other defense downs. Matahari actually is more. And she's 10-10, so... And I'll give her Shinji, so... Wait, does he not have magic resist? If he doesn't have magic resist, there's no reason to give her that. Second Martha, yeah. He's really not that hard, though, because he's only one health bar. You literally just throw things like Billy and Q and stuff at it, like, this is a pretty easy one. Now you can solo it and things like that and make it more spicy, if you want to, of course. I'm gonna give her the Shinji one anyway, just because at least it makes the charm better too, so it's fine. BMCE. Mordred just hanging out. By the way, we're never getting that suit as a costume. And we're not getting her other suit as a costume either, because she has 2 of them. You're also never getting Artoria's suit either. You're not from Fate Zero, you're not getting that. That Solter costume that she just got in arcade, you're never getting that either. The like 30 Martha costumes, not getting any of those. Hawaiian shirt coup I actually do think is going to happen eventually. I think they're just going to make it take a minute, but I'm not gutsing on George because who cares? I just need the MP game. Oh wait, no, she gets her MP no matter what. So. Actually, I think we're good because I think Shakespeare, right, is in the team, so he'll get an MP battery. Yeah, we're fine. All right, we made that fairly painless for him. Oh, I can't switch. Well, Matahari doesn't get to be fancy. He's immune to charm, isn't he? But he's not immune to the defense down. Yeah, it's just mental debuff. So she could still defense down. Oh yeah, and Martha has her own battery, excuse me. Will it be enough? How big is this Martha? Does not have her upgraded in P yet, but still highly upgraded. Oh yeah, that's enough. And see, if I was doing this off stream, I probably would have done Ku and Scass together. That's probably what I would have done. Or I would have done just Ku and buffed the living shit out of them. Like I would have summoned someone Scass or something and just get massive numbers just cause. What do we want to do for this, chat? There's many ways to approach this one. There's several units that can solo it. You can obviously do like, you know, maybe we do plot. The thing is, Plot Monk is she's normally great, but she's a little here because the final health bar is double buster resist, right? We could do Iris Fuel again, but let's not do that. I wouldn't mind doing Plot Monk just because we kind of shafted her earlier. But she is kind of weird here just because the final health bar she's so bad at. But yeah, I feel like we kind of owe her one, and I've never used her here, ever. So there's a decent Plot Monk right there. Let's see what else we got, though. I think Aries gone, so we don't have hers anymore. That feels bad. Oh, Lost has Plot Monk. Okay, we'll check that out. I'm curious what Lost has on her. Oh, the Lost isn't actually showing up because the support system is amazing. Yeah, I've never, ever done a setup with Plot Monk on this boss fight. Normally I do this with like a solo unit, or I actually once... I never posted this, but when I first did this, I did it with Iris Fuel, and then I reset, and then I did it with like a Ku buff stack team where I just buffed the shit out of Ku, and just got big damage throughout the fight just cause. Even though he's not counterclassing, it was like totally fine. Alright, so the final health bar is double buster resist, so in a pinch we should put someone in the back that is not buster. Unless it's Herc. Let's be real, Herc would still get the job done. Ku's actually fine. You can clean up with Ku. Are there debuffs here? Yeah, there are some debuffs here. I have absolutely no idea how I want to support Plot Monk. I got nothing. Do we have Rider Martha in this account? We do. She is being counterclassed, but she's still actually useful here, just due to the way this fight is. We'll do Beowulf at some point. I do feel like we're always chipping Beowulf. Don't worry though, Finn, we'll be using Beowulf plenty in the future because, you know, I finally got him on JP and he's got his buffs and everything, and I'm a big Beowulf fan, which, you know, I mean, I got mine right here. We could use Beowulf in this fight though to some degree. Berserkers are fine, Jerker's fine, Ku's fine. I mean, there's, even Medea's actually passable here. There's always Mozart, you can do crit stuff, that's fine. Maybe we do try to set up a crit turn, that could be fun. I don't mind making Mozart work here. I want to say the second health bar is like... I think the second health bar is Buster and Art resist, I think. Yeah, Beowulf's buff is actually pretty wild. I kind of want to try Pint. I wonder, isn't this boss AoE though? That doesn't seem amazing. You'd do it if you did Shakespeare, but without him, I'm eh. Oh, you got this. That's the thing. Just all the casters. Just bring every fucking caster. You could probably literally bring 6 budget casters and win, honestly. Can we make Medea work? I kind of want Shakespeare though, just to get our NP quicker. Yeah, I'm sure Flippy would be really good here, but he was stout back in the day. Honestly, Ku is totally fine as a cleanup unit here, but it is kind of boring because I do that all the time. I wonder if I can pull that off. I don't know if he'd die fast enough. I don't remember how hard this guy hits. Doesn't hit that hard, I don't think. Yeah, we might be able to make this work. And then we'd have... What do we want? Maybe... Yeah, let's do that. Geronimo! No, Why are the 3 casters, budget casters right there all Buster? That's a bit off. Maybe we do Medea as the cleanup unit then. Lubu, yeah, he's Buster too. Yeah, it's funny because they're all in a row. They're all in a row. That's funny. You know what? Who needs counterclassing? Fuck it. This is what you Grail units for anyway. It's fine. What could go wrong? Unfortunately, my NA account is one of the few accounts that does not have Hohenheim leveled up. I need to fix that, though. I love this music, dude. I need a BRB. I need water so bad. I'm getting like, last time I got water, I only got half a mug because I'm an idiot. Alright, I got a banana this time too. And see, when the stream is over, I'm going to eat an orange. I'm not even kidding. So we had apple, and then now banana, and then we're going to have an orange. And then I'll probably fix, like, fish and broccoli. Only. Get all the fruits in there, though. Okay, what are we doing here? That is way less, that's just way smaller health bar than I remembered. I do not like this opening hand, though. This song is, poppin', though. Seriously, do not like this opening hand in the slightest. I think we have 9 art cards in the deck. But Plot Monk gets no NP gain. That's rough. Poor fish indeed. But they're so healthy for you. Oh, we got the good music now. Let's not fuck this up then. Oh right, I should have brought David or something. I forgot. We have to. She doesn't have any survivability. MP is going to be a bit of an issue. I'm being daring and I'm going for that Shakespeare MP later. Which stage of Plot Monk is this? I like how a lot of people know what this song is now just from my stream. Kind of great. Okay. I would like Shakespeare to not die this turn. Actually, I'll do this. I don't care if he dies to the NP. It's fine. Okay, I like that hand though. Stage 3. Yeah, I don't know her stages very well. And they all look pretty similar. This one has more purple on it. Actually, I see a lot of people act like the OST from the older Armored Core games is so different from the new ones. They're really not. It's like every Armored Core game, they have a certain style of song that's kind of like this, honestly. But they still do songs like this in every single Armored Core game. Like all Armored Core games have like, I don't know, more video gamey songs, but they definitely have like that certain Armored Core style, right? Like from like, you know, Shining and some of those older songs. But they very much still do songs like that. Like very much so. But you know, they also have like, you know, the more like, you know, bombastic stuff with like Motherwell and all that. But they very much still do the other style, like with Thinker and you know, and Fall and stuff. Oh hey, Ari. All right, let's see if she can handle the NP without. This is why we should have like brought David or something. I kind of just forgot, but we'll see what happens. Man, Shakespeare didn't get his NP. I thought he'd get it that turn. And then I really wanted to double overcharge him and have a really high crit chance. But fucked it up. That Buster resist down kind of messing with us a bit there. Probably should have saved Shakespeare's Buster up for this health bar. If she dies here, it's gonna be kind of bad. She has damage cut. No, she's fine. That wasn't so bad. Shakespeare's fucking dead though. This turn's rough. Need Plot Monk not to die here. Bad hand though, because you still won't have her NP. Medea is a damage dealer, right? I've been told Medea is the only 3-star single target caster and FP summon. So surely she is a DPS, right? Okay, yep. Counterclassing 30k. That's fantastic. Dies to a dot, by the way. This team is not doing as well as I thought it would. There are a few flaws on it though, like there are a few obvious issues with the way it's set up. So if Plot Monk lived, well, is it worth... The thing is double Buster resist though, so I feel like as much as I don't want Plot Monk to just die here, it's probably better if... Oh, and we got some music here though. Do I NP? I think we NP. Because she's not gonna live. So I think I NP here. This is sad. If we had broken here and we could at least do it to the next health bar, it wouldn't be too bad. Alright, now we have a back row that's not counterclassing at all, and we see if it works. Here, we basically did that for the crit down. Watch her live, and then I just, like, swear. I don't think I could use Atlas to get her battery back. Maybe. Although she wouldn't actually have enough battery because she got drained. And she died, okay. Oh fuck, that means Billy lost his MP too. That sucks. This might look weird, but I absolutely do not want Billy to die this turn. And then after that, it doesn't matter too much. That Buster's not gonna do too much, I don't think. It was still okay. Better than I thought. Does not care for Mozart. It's actually a tree. Who would have thought? Do I save Billy? Honestly, I don't think so, but because I like Billy, I kind of want to. I don't see any reason to save Billy at all, but it's Billy. This is a tough call. This is a really tough call. Because he might die anyway, right? Because, like, it's not like Ku's gonna have his NP right away. And Ku's NP probably won't one-shot. You know, Ku doesn't have his first skill and all that. I think we gotta let Billy die. Because I think he would die anyway. I will say though, if I win in a very short amount of time, I'm gonna regret this. Because I never like letting my favorites die. It's not great. But it just makes sense to get down to the solo and let Ku just do his damage, right? I should have saved Billy. The boss doesn't have that much health left. I should have just saved. Okay, now I just feel bad. Like, it's still better. There's no reason to save Billy. You don't gain anything out of it, right? It's pretty much just a straight negative, but it wouldn't have taken that much effort to finish this guy off. And like, just watch. I'm gonna win with Ku, and I'm gonna still have a lot of survivability left, I think, because I still, you know, I still have Atlas, for God's sake. Like, Ku could have lived forever, even if I did give him the invulnerability, so probably not necessary. This is certainly smoother this way, though. Like, look at this. I could cast protection from arrows right now if I wanted to, right? Like, there's no way I would have died. It's fine. Billy's just going back to Chaldia. He's good. He's already playing cards with Robin. Fake fan. Feels bad, man. Let's see, look at this. We do this, and the next turn we evade, and then we'll have guts again because I can obviously do Atlas. So I have quite a few turns of not dying here, and I don't even need that invulnerability because I'm pretty sure the boss is dead here. Well, they have their like briefcase room, you know. Oh look, we actually didn't kill there. Okay, finally, Lostbelt 3 is over. We dicked around probably more than we should have, but we got it done. Hey, we get another Grail. How about that? I can do the dumbass event. I'm only doing the event for the command code. The second I get those command codes, I'm not even doing it anymore. Does anyone remember how far you need to get into it? It's been so long since I've done that event that I don't remember at all. I would be happy if I got the challenge quest, though. I like that challenge quest. I'd be game for doing it again. The CCs are just in the shop? Oh, thank God. Is there a time gate on them or anything, or can you just buy them? Because, oh my God, fuck the CE, fuck everything. I'm just buying the CCs and I'm done. I feels bad. I would love to do the challenge quest, but I don't think I'm gonna bother, honestly. Do not give a fuck. I don't even know why this event is Lostbelt 3 locked. Is it because Lee is in it? Is that the whole? That's such a stupid fucking reason if that's why they made it Lostbelt 3 locked. Yeah, honestly, there almost every once they add other command codes, basically every servant benefits from these command codes. I really gotta stress just how fucking broken these command codes are. They get They just get so good. You can have a unit with no heal, and it's still meta, because you give them the 1000 heal command code, and then you can heal for like, you know, 2000 anyway every 3 turns. That's crazy. Alright, boys, I'm gonna wrap up there. Jesus Christ, that was long. I am gonna stream again in just a second. I wanna play, but it's gonna be such a short stream. I'm gonna stream Genshin for like just a tiny amount of time, because I got like a story role I want to do, and I don't want to hold on to that forever. Also, I've been whiffing my Risen all day, so there's that. But yeah, that was a crazy long stream. I knew it would be, but I was hoping it wasn't gonna be that long. But it is what it is. But thank you for hanging out. I'm gonna start streaming again in just a second, but it's gonna be like a 10-20 minute stream. Like, it's gonna be nothing. But thank you guys for hanging out. Thank God that's over with. That was probably the least fun I've had in Lostbelt 3, though, just because I didn't take my time to smell the roses. Normally, I can take the time to enjoy the boss fights. You know, we kind of just, you know, we had fun with it. I enjoyed the pin setup. You know, we did some stupid shit, but we didn't do as much stupid shit as we normally do. But it wasn't boring. I still enjoyed it. Also, 111 Jolter works. How about that? Right. I will see you guys that want to watch Genshin bullshit. I'll be back in like 5-10 minutes. But again, it's going to be short. Peace!